Alright, one slight adjustment should be made though. Need to turn up the gains on my microphone. Get those sick gains.
Sick game.
So anyway, hello everyone, and welcome to episode 87 of Fall As They May.
Hello.
We were going to do Secret Santa on camera, but two of us didn't ever get our gifts because one jackass wouldn't order it on time, and the other jackass just had bad luck with the company, with the post company.
I always do.
Do those of you with cameras on want to show what you got? David got a wireless headphones. Luke got miniatures from me. Jordan,
Grimkin.
Chris got metal dice. It's a dice tray. And Jordan, show the good people what you got for your Christmas.
Oh, do I have to? Not. Do you want me to show off this really fucking cool horse statue?
Horse. And then we'll see what me and I already know what I'm getting, and then we'll see what Suship gets. Because I have no idea, and I don't think
we'll show off our gifts again next week.
Sure, we'll show off our gifts next week. Luke has camera off because tummy hurty.
7 time throwing up.
David has his camera off because he's incredibly self-conscious about the size of his what? Anyway, last we left off.
It's peepee. You can say it, okay?
World of Warcraft account.
Know.
Don't say the S word.
No, Luke. I was exactly.
Sad
See, Chris.
boy.
Chris understood. The size was World of Warcraft account. Come on.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
too small.
Too small.
Going
Yeah,
level 20.
I'm only a level 1 hunter, or whatever the fuck they call it.
Hunter, you mean?
He's only a buncher.
He hasn't even
He has
started.
not got to a full piranha plant.
Anyway, last we left.
How much is World of Warcraft?
World of Warcraft with expansions. It's $15 a month, and then with and then to buy the game and all the expansions for it, you're looking at maybe another $80.
Woof.
Dude, that's why you play Final Fantasy 14, and you get everything for a clean $30.
You were the one that was trying to get me to play World of Warcraft.
You're right, I was, and now I'm gonna try to get you to play Final Fantasy 14 because it's
No, stop it. Stop bullying Luke.
better. We'll talk, Luke. We'll talk. It's actually a lot cheaper. It's $30. It's $30, and then it's $12 a month. It's way cheaper. Check it. You can. Anyway, last we left off, the favored few, after taking some time to explore Swindon, found themselves coming across an individual from the defector group of the Rome organization, who explained that he and his band were attempting to locate any additional survivors. This blue dragonborn named Kolvix, or going by Cole, accompanied the party and rather quickly managed to locate a number of the other members of their group, named Fletcher, Seth, and Gaunch. They then discussed that 3 other members were still missing, named Kali, Ash, and I'm forgetting his name at the moment. Torvesh. Thank you, Brain.
Chonka.
They sat together to begin resting, where Daytona kind of spoke a bit more to her situation, kind of reflecting a bit on her past and how the events that have transpired now has kind of set that path way off course. And talked more about the nature of the Erupt, about their time, and more or less just about themselves, more or less just about the world they came from. Everyone was on their way to bed, but I did say we would leave off here, in case there's anything anyone wants to say to someone, or in case anyone wants to do anything before they go to bed. Do you have your 9th level spell?
Yes, I never used it.
Okay. Alright, so...
I already took screenshots of, like, what my thing would have.
Alright, so, David, would you like to, in character, wish for your simulacrum?
Yeah, I guess.
So go ahead. I want to hear you say it.
I wish.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say like simulacrum or like?
You would say I wish to have a simulacrum.
I wish to have a simulacrum.
All right. So you will all kind of feel a palpable pulse of energy, and then you will see in a very similar form to the friendly erupt that you turned over to the Empire. You will see a silvery mote of this glob kind of start rising up from the ground. Immediately, some of the Rome members who hadn't gone to sleep kind of go on edge, who haven't fully committed to go to sleep go on edge, and you watch as the form expands into another Aster.
Oh man, I thought we were gonna have one of each.
Did you want it to be one of each?
I did.
David, did you want it to be one of each?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so
Sure.
so one Aster, one Ophelia.
My powers have doubled since we've last met.
All right. Anything else anyone wants to do?
I had something, but I don't remember what it was.
Oh no.
Was it talking to Ezreal?
No, I was talking to Daytona, but I don't remember why.
Epona.
Nathan was hoping to talk to Daytona.
Oh, sure. Well, Daytona has set up a barrier. Did you make it so only you could pass through?
Yep.
Okay, so Nathan, you walk over and attempt to walk into the tiny hut, and you just kind of...
I mean, tiny hut is a personal thing. I'll sort of clap politely at the door
Tiny
or
hut.
similar. Like,
Yeah, so
Daytona
hut.
can let me in or not. Or stick head out, I suppose.
I see you.
I don't actually know that I can... Can I hear?
yeah, you can hear through a tiny hut.
Oh, okay. So, alright. So, I realised earlier I may have taken the wrong cue. And I apologise for that. You changed outfits, and I think I assumed the wrong thing. In this place, with these people who know you from young, what is the right name and pronoun I should use? And does that change elsewhere?
You wouldn't know. Of course. I guess I could tell you. It's not much of a secret anymore. It's Swindon and everywhere. I am Dayton Swan. The only son of the Swan family. Heir of Swan Stables. And only recently have I tried branching out, I guess. Maybe to see if maybe I could be someone different. To be Daytona. And now I'm not even sure if there is a name or a place for me anymore. It doesn't matter what you call me. Not now.
When that changes, Would you do me a kindness and let me know? It's very important, I think, in magic as in life, to use the proper things, the proper names. But false names have their own place too.
Nothing about what I've gone through has been proper. So you'll forgive me if I think such thoughts as folly.
Fair enough. I'll be around if you want to talk.
No, I'll be here tomorrow. Whatever I'll be.
Fucking mood.
Fucking mood.
And he'll sort of bow politely and back off.
Sure. Chris, did you remember?
No.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Yeah. If there's nothing else, David, your simulacrum will keep watch.
Mhm.
Unless you like it to, like, you know, gently comb your hair or pet you.
Do you think I'm some sort of degenerate?
I sure do.
Well, you're right.
do
Is
you
it
want
sex or masturbation?
But no, it's mostly just gonna keep watch.
Okay. All right. So, as all of you come to consciousness the next day, you will all notice as you come to wake, you can see that same black sludge in your view now, much closer. Not immediately on you, but closer.
Huh.
That's nice.
Definitely not good.
So, but as you guys all come to consciousness, you will be met with the members of the defector Rome organization, and a second Ophelia.
Wouldn't we have seen this last night, though?
Well, if he had done this in the tiny hut, you wouldn't have been able to see him do it.
Oh, that's fair. What I get for going to the bathroom.
Although, yeah, I guess if you were sleeping in the tiny hut, yes, then you would have seen it. Okay, so this would be then, I guess, just Dayton wakes up to see a second Ophelia. Hello, Drifter88. I don't think we know who you are, so hello, welcome.
Hello.
Crack-a-lack.
If that's the case,
Also, Dayton. Your madness clears up. Because you're no longer in the actual area of Jublex.
Right.
And I rolled 1 day. Hornet's not fair as well.
That's
Hornet's
fine.
still trying to eat everything.
What about my horse?
Your horse ain't doing so well either.
Hell no.
And as a matter of fact, as you awake, and kind of begin thinking about breakfast, you'll have noticed that your horse will bring over a plank of wood in its mouth, and is gonna attempt to push it into your face.
Stop it.
Keeps going.
What even is its madness?
I will attempt to make people eat as much as possible.
Oh my god. Oh no.
So your Pegasus comes over to you and just starts pushing the plank into your face.
Stop it.
Wonderful.
if it's only Daytona that sees this, there's not really so much a smile or anything. Just a hand is put on Wham's Will's armor
Mhm.
and is transferred into a rapier.
Sure. What are you setting as your targets?
That's right. I haven't thought about that.
Yep, you have 3.
I'm not sure if demon is well. It is technically a monster type, I guess. Demon.
It would be fiend.
Yeah. Fiend would cover pretty much demons, devils, yada yada.
Yeah.
Fiend and whatever the equivalent of slime is.
Oozes.
Oozes. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least I
So
think
fiend.
they're oozes. Let me check Ublex since they're the same type as. Yeah. Let me check. I
Ublex.
believe
Ublex.
Ublex and Ublex. Exactly. See, now you're getting it. Anyway, ooze. Yep. So so you will set your type to ooze.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sounds good.
Due to the armor being
So-
exchanged, there's now just going to be a time where Daytona is just going to very slowly start putting on the breastplate +1.
Okay. Sounds good. So you're redonning your old armor. Any other preparations anyone's making for today?
Oh yeah, my d20s. Give me a second.
Ah, yes. You should roll your portents.
We already discussed that my clone doesn't get the portent.
Yes,
that didn't-
Yes, your clone does not get portent.
Except for like the original that it got, right? Or
Yeah, whatever you had on you when you created it.
Well then,
What'd you
the
roll?
good. I got 2 really really low rolls. Hell yeah.
Nice. Well, you can stop enemies, but you can't
Fuck
save
you,
friends.
Yep.
Isn't that the same thing?
Well, you'd think.
Can be.
You'd think.
Yeah, I'm just. Why can't I edit my character sheet? Yay.
Why won't it let you edit? Wait, it won't let you edit your character sheet?
No, it's a blank. It's just blank for whatever reason. I don't know why.
It's not blank for me.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's blank. I'll just like reopen my browser, I guess.
Okay, sounds good. So, any other preparations?
Mm. I'll talk to Ezreal.
Okay.
Only I haven't done it in a while.
I will warn you, my character voice is going to be questionable at best.
You don't
Well,
need to do.
Talk-
Am I right?
All right, so you go over to Ezreal.
I know I don't understand a lot about magic to begin with, but the second Aster thing's kind of weirding me out.
Yeah, is that something he's always been able to do?
I guess I.
Has he done it before? I don't recall.
That no, that not even anything close to that. That's
I think I would remember that. You're right.
where are you in all of this?
What'd you say?
How are you in all of this?
I'm okay. I'm uncomfortable with all the goop. But as long as we have magic to keep us clean, I won't break down about it. How are you doing?
Definitely. Confused.
Yeah?
I've been kind of thinking about what I want to be after this. A lot more than I had before. I think when I didn't have to worry about who I needed to be after this,
Excited for
I
your
just assumed that
retirement from
everything.
heroism?
No, I don't know. Early on, I didn't have to worry because I didn't expect to have anything after this. If I died in combat, then that was it. I know that's not what you want to hear, but I didn't really have anybody for me, waiting for me.
Well,
But making up with my mom and looking at Daytona's situation, and I was already realizing I had few people. I think it's just hitting me in a weird way that I need to make something of this.
what do you think?
I don't know. If you want to keep adventuring, then I'll probably stick with you. I've got something else in mind.
Well, I think my cleric wants me to take over. So I might be sedentary for a while.
Is that what you want?
I don't know. It's strange to think that he'd want to name me as his successor, but it's really a lot of anxiety there, I think. That's what I'm feeling. But it's not bad. I don't know how to explain it.
I understand. Kinda got put in charge of a whole city of people when I was 18. The most I can say is, yeah, my master died when I was 18. I didn't get through my lessons before I had to start being the lawman. I'm hoping that you at least have some kind of guide as to what you're supposed to be doing, because I definitely didn't.
Well, we're a church of knowledge and learning, so I'm sure I can. I'm sure I'll be training for a while before I take over anyway. You could come with if you like. Help us rebuild.
Well, I think I'd like that. I was thinking about going back to where I'm from and fixing up the place, but nobody's there. Oh, yeah, that sounds nice.
I'll be happy to have you.
Yeah. And I will give her a hug.
I will hug him back.
All
Because I
right.
want a hug.
Yay.
Alrighty. Anything else anyone's doing for the morning? as
Oh.
oh, go ahead.
I only just realized that late last night before I go to bed, I would have used the message stone.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Did you wanna roleplay that out? Or are you just gonna send a quick message off and then go to bed?
A comparatively quick thing. It would be, you know, like
I'm okay. Like just reassurances.
basically the equivalent of, you know, I'm okay, love you, we're still alive, getting closer to hopefully rescuing
Yeah.
the Swan family sort of thing.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Well, enough.
Short and upbeat.
Short and upbeat. Okay. And of course, you will get responses back. I'm glad you're safe. Love you too. Don't die.
Life is normal as the horse tries to feed the rider.
As the horse tries to feed the rider.
Okay.
As you guys are like sat, as you guys all sit around, breakfast is prepared in the form of delicious rations. As delicious as they can be. Every so often, the horse will come back with a different item, or the Pegasus will come back with a different item and attempt to kind of put it into Ophelia's bowl. The horse attempt to kind of put it into Astra's bowl, which she will shoo away.
Shoo away from me.
But anyway, you guys will conclude your breakfast, and as you do so, Fletcher will say, "Alright, so how are we going to go about this? We want to... I mean, we have to find the others first, but do we want to split up, cover more ground, or do we want to stay together?"
Staying together seems like the best option, just in case those oozes decide to come up on us again.
Which they most likely will. I'm worried. And Nicole will say, "Well, I mean, if you'd like, we could potentially split." I'm forgetting Cole's voice. I'm so tired. I've totally forgotten what Cole's accent was. I totally.
He's like a
I think he was like,
Jacksepticeye.
Just
"Top of the
just
morning
do
to you,
Cockney.
ladies."
Top of the morning, dear laddies. My
Just
name
do
is
Cockney.
Jacksepticeye.
I feel like he was like, I feel like it was deep Australian. It was like a deep Australian voice, and now I can't remember. Whatever accent I go with now will be temporary, and then I'll relook at his accent after we're done with the session. I legitimately cannot
Hell
remember what he
yeah.
sounded like. Say it would be like, well, we could, I mean, splitting up isn't a terrible idea. I've gone through 4 different accents. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Oh my god, I'm losing it, guys. I'm losing it.
Eric,
He's a
Are you-
Rome agent.
are,
Sometimes they
are,
just change voices.
are you
for
good?
Fun.
I'm genuinely like so tired.
Are you good?
Anyway, splitting up isn't probably not the worst idea. I'll just go with this for right now. It's the one I can do right now. We could we could send out a scouting party. Those of you who are fast can probably traverse the ooze much quicker. And those of you who can fly, looking at you, Aster, as your Pegasus is still attempting to feed you.
I can fly.
So would you. Well, if you can, then might be safer that way.
Nothing about this is safe.
Safer.
No matter which choice we make, anyway.
Well, yeah, but the things can't fucking fly. And if,
Never evolved to fly either.
not that we've seen.
Well, that's good.
Be that as it may, I have my own ideas of how we should go about this, but perhaps those of you with scrying capabilities, maybe we can just locate them a bit faster.
That sounds like a great idea. I will do that.
One moment, and she'll NX Seth will go into her bag real quick, and she will pull out two old, like rusted old daggers, and she'll say, she'll hold out the first one and say, this one belonged to Kali, and this one belonged to Ash. And as you look at them, there is differences in design from the hilt, but the blades themselves are completely unusable. It just might be easier to find them. I myself, unfortunately, do not possess such capabilities. Does anyone else in your party?
I'll take one.
Okay, and so you get to choose if you want Kali or Ash.
I'll take Kali.
Okay, and you'll take Ash then, I guess, as well.
I'll take Kali too.
I'll take double trouble.
Both flying through the air, like holding onto the dagger between them.
No, this way. No, this way. All right. So, go ahead and so you guys go ahead and cast your scrying. I believe it's at a -5 to the save if they have something of theirs.
Let me check for scrying. Can I just put it out there? No, wait, that's telekinesis.
Let me just put it out there. Just put it out. Just put it out there.
Is it out there?
It's out
I'd
there.
put it out there.
Possession or garment, it's a -4 to their save.
You don't have any locks of hair?
No. Alright, so Kali fails her save. So we'll start, and then I guess we'll do Ash as well. Ash also fails her save. So Aster, as you concentrate and you move along, and you move your consciousness in a similar fashion, it kind of just strafes upon the grounds, as you don't really have too far to travel. You will see a woman, as described by Kolvix, currently kind of standing atop a set of crates. Looking around the corner, as you can just faintly catch off the periphery of what the scrying spell allows you to see. Bubbling mounds of slime. And you see more of those hooded figures kind of trekking through. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Got it. Boss, where's my dice? Where's my dice? Yeah. Oh, there it is. Plus, what's my plus? 19.
19. What you see is simultaneously off-putting and disturbing. You see what looks like humanoids that, in very similar fashion to some of the erupt that you've seen, are some of their body seems to melt in some places and reform. In fact, even as they step, it's almost as if their leg has no bone to it, and the impact of their foot almost sends a wave up the leg for a moment, as if the entire leg is made of just a gelatinous fiber. You can see that their arms, though at their side, you can just see from underneath the cloaks that the fingers run across the ground, run across the slime.
I'm guessing that's what their Kool-Aid did to them.
Their bodies are riddled with what looks like a form of pox. You can see that there are what almost look like stretch marks against the upper jaw, or against the cheeks, where the skin has folded quite a few times. The eyes are this very opaque, or this very dull set black, and you just see this constant. There's constant slack to one side of the jaw. The other side seems affixed. You can see tufts of hair, though it's very clear that they're not being held in place very easily, and you even notice a couple strands fall off their body as they're walking. That's what you are able to see.
Okay.
Ezreal, as you push on, you find a half-elven woman, as described to you, currently perched atop a house, still covered in slime, but kind of keeping back as she just barely crests the edge. You see figures similarly described for Aster. Make a perception check for me. Ezreal.
Hi.
Hi.
Pretty good.
Very good. You hear what sounds like crunching and ripping.
Oh.
And as your vision kind of clarifies and you're able to pull a bit further away from Ash, you see those figures. You see one of those figures with the lower half of a human body currently ripping part of the leg off and hungrily devouring it.
Uh-oh.
You see it to the other side, the same. Almost like a feral beast that hasn't eaten in days. And that's what you're able to see in your 10 minutes as Ash just kind of looms over, seemingly taking stock of the situation. And your vision is pulled. Both of your visions almost simultaneously get pulled back.
Huh. I'll describe what I see.
I'm cannibal.
Same.
That's Fletch will say, that's fucking disturbing.
Great, we're dealing with cannibals.
It seemed like it's... Yeah. I think we might need to move much faster than I first anticipated. I didn't... didn't realize just how bad these cultists were. And
Let's get the move on.
so as all of you kind of quickly gather up your stuff, so are you guys going to? So who do you want to look for first? Do you want to try to meet up with Ash and Kali, or do you want to try to find Torvesh?
Might
Like,
as well.
Did they describe Torish being in any danger or like?
Torvesh, they don't know that he's in any danger, but the last thing that they heard from him was he was going to stay at their camp and keep watch, and now he's not here anymore.
Well, I guess he ran away like a bitch.
Or got captured.
Or got captured.
I say we rescue the two we already know. So
Yeah.
So based on their position, you know that they're pretty close to the source. If that changes anything. If it doesn't, then you can just go. Then you can go and try to rescue them.
how close was Torvesh? Like,
You didn't scry on Torvesh. You have no idea.
do we have anything to describe on Torvesh with?
Yeah. If you ask, they will supply a journal.
Do you want to do it, Luke, or do you want me to do it?
You got this.
Can simulacrums talk?
Oh yes.
Okay, actually, never mind. It doesn't have any 5th level spells. Okay, I'll do mine.
Okay. So as you concentrate, and your vision is pulled once again, you find yourself heading towards the south. You find yourself looking upon a young green dragonborn who seems to have taken refuge in a nearby building. You can see him in the process of donning his equipment, which amounts to a set of studded leather, flintlock pistol, and a falchion. And you see he has a makeshift map in front of him. He's kind of scratching his chin and saying, okay, so there's no one over here. If I make my way over here, I might be able to find someone. I know. And you see that there's an area circled at one part of the map, and it's labeled encampment. And you get the sense that's probably where they've taken most of the survivors. He seems to kind of be in the process of attempting to find people to save.
Okay.
But your vision gets pulled back as he rolls up the map and gets ready to start moving.
Okay, so your friend Torvesh doesn't seem to be in much danger. He's to the south of us. How close do I assume he is? Like,
Make a survival.
+2 survival. 16.
16. Roughly speaking, you surmise maybe, because of no slime, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hour walk away.
Yeah. Okay, so he's back there. Doesn't seem to be in immediate danger compared to the other two.
He seems to be scouting the safer areas to see if maybe anyone got left behind.
So, what do you guys want to do?
All right. If he's staying safe, I mean, I guess we can let him keep searching. If the slime hasn't gotten to him yet, then there's no immediate threat. And we can pick him up once we get back. Well, if we get back.
get in and get out. That's all we have to do.
Oh,
Is
she's-
he? Is he particularly good at the sort of fighting that we would be looking to do?
He is skilled enough to be recognized, but he's not particularly trained in combat. He received the same sort of training that all Rome organization members are supposed to undertake.
Which one's the fish?
Wait, what?
Which one's the fish?
Fish
Trigon.
man, he's not he.
Fish guy.
The Triton.
Oh, the Triton? He's not here.
Yeah.
He's like just not.
You never asked.
He died horribly.
Okay, understood.
You never asked.
I assume they would have told us about him if he was around.
I mean, maybe.
Could ask.
We do have, like, we've identified the sketch. If you want me to, or like basically just take out the journal and show them, you could do that if you're curious.
Sure.
Okay, so you want to address that with them?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
There's the fish.
Great role playing here. Where's the
Luke.
fish?
I'm sleepy, okay?
Alright.
Get off my
Yeah,
bed.
I am too, and here I am running a game, Luke.
Damn.
Damn, son.
Did you throw up 7 times at like from a period of 2 to 6 in the morning? I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I did.
Look at my experience. 30 years experience and jack it off.
What about him? We met him the first time we came to Swindon.
Nixeth will look at who you're talking about and say, yes, he is perished.
I'm
He-
sorry.
He's a good friend. It's, we've made peace with his passing. But, let's just say, being ambushed while drunk doesn't bode well for your survival.
I imagine not.
He did what he could, but sadly, we could not get to him in time. And not having many skilled healers in our repertoire made it impossible to bring him back. But he's at rest now. And I hope whatever plane he ended up on accepted him warmly. Whichever heaven he made it to.
I'm sure he did.
Make sure his sacrifice isn't in vain.
We plan not to. Anyway, back to current topics. All right, so let's find Ash and Kali, and hopefully get them back. Two people can make me a survival check, please.
Luke, do the thing.
I'm good at those.
Pat on the back.
Shit.
That's a D4 for Ollie, whoever's making it.
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
My D20 and my D4 rolled the same number.
Oh no!
It's still a 17.
All right, and Nathan, I assume you're doing the other survival check.
Gotta say, these new metal dice not off to a good start.
29.
Okay,
You just have to break him in a little.
you just gotta break them in a little. All right.
Yeah.
So thanks to Nathan, you are quite able to catch a trail that might be able to lead you to the areas described. Goo, you're just looking at the slime, and you know, when you woke up this morning, you had a little bit of a headache. You know, a little sore.
Like right now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Tummy ache. Yep.
You know, you have a little bit of a headache because you know you just got mind drained, and you know you still
Mhm.
you haven't fully recovered. You know, you're taking it easy. You're taking it. Let Nathan take it on this one. So, as you begin making your way across the trail, you once again find yourselves in the ever luxurious land of the Jublex lair.
By the way, I'm also mage armoring. Thank you very much.
Right? And Aster, as you're riding on your Pegasus, you know, it's a pretty intelligent creature. Make an athletics check.
I hate everything. It's a pretty good roll. I got a 13 minus 2.
11, nice. It still beats you.
What's it trying to do?
So as you're flying, you come close to a rather well slimed building. And it just kind of, not so subtly, tilts itself sideways to put your head into impact of the slime.
Son of a bitch.
And even though you're wearing a mask, some of it kind of manages to seep underneath.
Ugh. Ugh.
Yucky.
Tasty.
I did say that I was also flying.
Mhm.
Once Dayton had gotten the message about which direction they're going,
Uh-huh.
I'm using YM Swill's ability to cast Polymorph on Hornet, Giant Eagle,
Giant Eagle.
and if they already said, oh, this is the direction, you'll just see Dayton just go.
All right, so Hornet, who hasn't, make an athletics check against Hornet,
Yep.
because Hornet also has the same madness as the Pegasus.
I don't think that he had the same
He-
feed the master madness.
He did. That was his third roll. That was his third flaw that he developed.
Okay. Well, that never came up, so I wasn't really paying
It
attention.
was because I was like, okay, this isn't ever gonna come up. But if you guys are flying, your mounts have every opportunity to kind of cheese their way into this.
And it's athletics. I can't forego this for acrobatics.
Yeah, it'd be contested athletics.
Sick. So that's a 6 plus 3 for 9.
9. What's the strength of a giant eagle? Sushep, master encyclopedia of all knowledge of Dungeons and Dragons ever.
You don't need to do that. What you can do is you can click on that little eye icon. You can search up giant eagle, which is what I'm doing right now. The strength of a giant eagle is 16, making their bonus a plus 3.
All right, so Hornet rolled an 8.
Yeah.
So as Hornet blissfully attempts to push your face into the slime to try to feed you, you manage to take the reins and yank him back on course.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I thought you said that he rolled an 8 for that.
No,
plus
8
3.
total. He rolled a 5 plus 3.
Rough.
But yeah, Ophelia, Esther, your mask doesn't smell the best anymore.
Prestidigitation, does that help?
Yeah, it'll help a little. But as prestidigitation works, it carries everything from the object, so the slime kind of runs a bit up your nose as it gets pulled out of your mask. But you are clean, but you now have the sensation that slime touched your nose. Anyway, that little bit of fuckery aside, you guys begin making your way towards the source of all this. And as you do so, you begin crossing into thicker territory of slime, and there's almost a thrumming. You can actually feel the ground underneath you moving, like a heartbeat almost. Give me another survival check, please.
All right, red one.
Pet,
Okay.
pet.
Round
good
2.
trip.
33.
Way better. 28.
Okay. And Nathan?
Oh, 33. I said it, but like probably super quietly.
Nathan,
I'm not rolling these on attack rolls. When combat happens, it's going to be like 5, 2, 1. And now that it doesn't matter, it's like here, 15, 19.
so
Matters.
Nathan, you see the footsteps of the founders of Swindon.
Huh, that one wore a size 7.
God, you know what would be great? Oh, but it would be a little mean. But to set like, so if you get higher than if you roll higher than an impossible DC, it's actually a detriment.
You become so distracted in the history
Exactly.
of this place that
Exactly. Like if you roll like a 35 or something, it actually becomes a detriment because it's too good.
it's one of the skills I have expertise in.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would like.
No, I'll think about that. Probably won't do it, but it would be interesting because I'd love to see what a detriment would be to rolling too much over a DC. I roll 35 for stealth. All right. You stealth so well that not even your own party knows where you are.
I mean, that's semi the intent.
Yeah.
You can steal my perception one,
Yeah.
where you see so well that all of your friends suddenly look plastic, and it's like there's 6 giant figures looming over you in the moment, watching your every move, and then your vision snaps back to normal.
You go straight through the uncanny valley as you travel.
You do. I see what you're talking about. It took me a moment. 6
God.
figures looming over you. You see so well. It's almost like you.
One of them seems in charge, but everyone keeps interrupting him, so you're not sure.
I love how you showed that by interrupting him.
play it as the zoo call. You see what looks like so there's like 5 figures, like you see them, but one of them's just like this black box with text in it. Anyway.
Oh, also, just because I forgot this earlier, at the end of a rest, Celestial Resilience happens, so everyone has 10 temp HP.
There you go.
From that. Also Bosco, because I have 5 spaces for it.
Alrighty.
Yay.
Alright. So as you guys begin moving your way, if you've ever been at like... I'm assuming everyone here has been to the ocean at some point in their life.
Yeah.
If you know how when you're trying to tread waist high through the ocean, but you still have like enough purchase to walk? That's what it feels like trying to move through this slime. It is uncomfortable. It is disgusting feeling, and it is slow.
You can get the same sensation in a lake too.
You
Shout
can
out
get
to like Michigan.
You can't get the same sensation to like, right? But you don't get waves crashing against your body in Lake Michigan, which is what's happening
No.
here because of the thrumming. Nathan, for you, this is hell. You're like, it's up to like your stomach.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can I run across this like it's water?
Because you're a monk, yeah, if you just want to go...
Just from building to building?
So you're just gonna sprint ahead of your party?
Not
See you
sprint
later,
ahead. I'll
losers.
just like, I'll get to. Oh no, the buildings are like melting too.
Yeah.
You could
Mm.
escort us one at a time.
It sounds kind of slow.
Onto what? The buildings?
I don't know.
It's all mushy. It's all sad.
And to that note, actually, the buildings around here... So, you got the roof, and then the foundation of the building goes like this. Like, curves in and then out.
Concave.
And again, somehow, defying all laws of common architecture, it is still standing.
Solid. Except not solid.
Solid, not solid. More like a liquid solid state. Because does anyone curious enough to touch a building? Is anyone curious enough to touch a building?
Fuck
A
no.
collapse.
Yeah,
Destroy.
I would be.
So Goo, as you kind of go over, you're like, whoa, weird, and like you press your hand into it, your hand goes into the building. It's as if the building itself is made of ooze.
I'm gonna try to get my hand back out.
You get your hand back out, but it is covered in slime.
Whip that bitch as much as I can. Huh. There goes my plan.
I mean, you could still attempt to run up it.
No, I'm good.
For those of you of keen eye, though the foundation is the actual building itself seems to be made of slime, you notice that the roof still has yet to be fully taken, and as such, part of it is sagging. The part that has not been taken yet is sagging into the building. And for those of you that scryed, you get the sense that that was the way Ash was able to prop herself on top of the roof, was she kind of just did a weight distribution to make it so she doesn't sink as quickly, so she can actually stay there for a moment to do an overlook. But anyway, I need everyone to roll me a stealth check.
I have a question.
Yes?
Have we seen how flammable these things can be? With
You've
the ooze?
They're not flammable per se, but you've seen how the Elder Ooblex deals with flames, and it's not too well.
Alright.
Not bad
That's-
actually.
I got a 22.
18 plus 5, that's
Um,
23.
18 and 16 respectively for me and the Pegasus.
And then
I gotta roll
17.
for
24.
Well, hang on
with
to
the
your
elven.
hang on to your totals for right now, because I have to roll for everyone else in your party now.
Okay.
Pretty solid.
Okay. So Fletcher fails, Gaunch succeeds, Cole fails, NXS succeeds. And you remember Virgil?
Uh-huh.
So as you guys are kind of like taking inventory, he's been quietly following you.
Oh, so he nat 20? Did he nat 20?
He nat 20.
Okay. He nat 20.
Yeah. So he just hasn't really been saying anything. You get the sense he's probably still very tired. But he's like, my party is leaving. I should accompany.
Yeah.
Oh wait, he not 20 out of the exhaustions?
Remember, he's already slept off 3 exhaustions.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, even with that, you'd still be tired.
Of course.
But
So now we're ready to list names or
yes.
list
So
scores?
we have fail, 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 success, success. Nathan?
24. I got a 3 and a 7, thank goodness for Elven Cloak. Or 3 and 17.
Okay. Success. Dayton?
Dayton has a 23. However, I am gonna ask this politely. Dayton is currently on a giant eagle.
Make the
Going
stealth,
fast in the air.
The stealth check is Hornets.
Okay, so it's still. I didn't know whether or not there would be disadvantage. That was namely what I was gonna ask. But if it's still a straight roll, it's a 23 for Dayton and 18 for Hornet.
Okay, so 5 successes so far. Goo?
22 for me, 15 for Bosco.
Fail, success. Okay. Ezreal?
17.
Fail.
Good.
18 for me, 16 for Pegasus.
7-6.
Does this also include the simulacrum, or is this?
Oh yeah,
that's-
David, roll your simulacrum stealth.
Simulacry, please.
A nat 20.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
It's like
Man, you gotta love large groups of adventurers, eh?
it's like you don't see me now. Oh my god.
So as you guys are going along, so luckily enough, you guys did succeed your stealth. So Aster, did you made a stealth for your Pegasus, right?
Yes,
Okay.
that's why I said 18 and 16.
Okay. Your simulacrum will look at you and be like, may I also ride atop the Pegasus? It's quite dirty down here.
Sure.
Climb up. The Pegasus will heave a little bit.
That's what you get.
That's what you get, motherfucker. But luckily enough, you guys managed to quietly make your way, even with the. Oh, I forgot to roll for the golem.
Oh,
Not
this will
one,
be
not
interesting.
one, but it doesn't matter. Because you guys still have more successes than failures.
Jesus.
You guys quietly and carefully make your way to the last place you saw, to the last place you were reported to see Kali and Ash. As you make your way there, you will stop and watch as a group of those cloaked figures will move past. You will see them dragging an unconscious body of a commoner with them. And as you kind of glance as to where they're going, you see a sinkhole of sorts. Slime just kind of somehow pulsing out of it, then into it. And as you watch them, you see the figure go over to the side and just kind of let himself fall forward into the slime, and you watch as he slowly sinks with the commoner's body. And the rest follow suit.
I guess we found out where they're hiding at.
And you will just very quietly overhead here. God, this makes me sick. As you look up, you will see Ash currently trying to kind of keep herself up on the roof, but having trouble since it was still sinking. She'll nat 20 and look over and see you all.
Oh my god.
What's with the nat 20s today?
That's every day, David.
I ain't complaining if it's, on our side.
She'll look down and she'll say, "Oh. Hello.
Came to
Hi.
pick you up?
And Seth, you're..." And she'll say, "They're with us. These are the travelers that were described." And she'll say, "Oh, quite. 1 second." She'll reach into her pocket and pull out a sending stone. Kali, come reconvene with me. Our allies have arrived. And she'll jump down, and about a minute or so later, you will see Kali arrive. As described, twin sisters, though one shows more half-elven features with her more pointed ears, the other pure human. Come over and say, well, I appreciate you coming to make sure we were all right. Did all of the rest of you see what I just saw?
Cannibalism or them going
Well,
to the
that
sinkhole?
and the sinkhole, yes. Well, if we're... It seems like that's the only way inside, at least from what we were able to surmise, and I'm terribly sorry, in Exeth we were unable to locate any additional survivors before those abominations got to them. So Exeth will say, it's all right. If they are down there, then it's for the best that we try to get to them. And Kali will say, well, this might be the perfect time. It seems like most of their numbers, at least for the ones unaccounted for, inside the actual area, are also hunting. And have moved away from this area. And Fletch will say, well, that's all fine and dandy, but Torvesh is still by himself. And I think we should at least make some sort of effort to have him with us. Goes like, he's alright. If he's fine, then there's no reason to bring him into this. I think we'll be enough. But that's assuming that the rest of you want to go head first into all this. If we want time to think of a plan, then it'd probably be best to make our way back. They're looking at you guys
And
at
if
this
we
point.
want to go in now, I got an idea.
What's the idea?
Probably want to distract as many of them as possible while we sneak inside, right?
They're already out hunting, so that's a distraction enough.
Yeah, but if we get them all to go to one place, better idea where they're at when they want.
And what? Blow them all to smithereens?
No. Avoid them. Unless you have a way to blow them all to smithereens.
Well, I mean, you're the one making up the plan.
Oh, I was just
Normally, I
gonna light
don't
a
go
house
ahead
on
and
fire.
input into the whole plan idea, since apparently any other plans that have been done usually just break apart. It just comes down to hit really hard.
So generally,
Okay.
what's the numbers looking like? Big, army size? How many cultists are there?
From what I was able to gather, and Kali might have different numbers from me as she was scouting a different area. I put their numbers somewhere in the range of 20 to 30 in total. Again, that is not accounting for any that might be taking refuge within the actual chambers. And then I still say, well, if we are to launch this attack, Kali, Ash, it is important for you to know what we're going up against. It is a demon prince, particularly one named Jublex. And they'll say, of course, and Kali will say, of course, because this couldn't be harder, could it? Why not, why not double their numbers while we're at it, hmm? make this even worse for us. Look, I understand it's frustrating, but we have to do something. I shall say, Morton, was it?
Yeah.
I like your idea. I think drawing as many ways we can with better options. But if we're going to do that, then it means that some of us, or at least one of us, is going to have to stay back to pull off this plan. If we want to get them as far away as we can.
I figured I'd just go light something on fire and run back.
I don't know how flammable things are around here. That's the issue. Well, we can test it very quickly, actually. She'll actually pull out a torch. She'll go in her pack and she'll pull out a torch. And she'll actually go into the slime and pile a bunch of it onto one side. She'll say, "I don't. Unfortunately, I used the last of my tinderbox.
I'll just firebolt it.
Okay, so as you firebolt it, it'll impact, but the slime won't catch fire.
Well, now we know.
Alright, it's not flammable.
Is this the primary entrance?
Kali will say, from what we've been able to ascertain, it seems to be where most of them go in from. If there are other ways of getting inside, we're not sure.
That's good, at least.
This is a one-way ticket to hell, if I've ever seen one.
But also means they're not bringing in additional troops by some other method. If there are, say, a network of 6 or 7, that would be much more risky.
As a point of order, Ash will speak up. As a point of order, these things aren't completely human, as I'm sure you've been able to at least catch a glimpse of. Their composition lends closer to a mutation between humanoid and ooze.
Some hybrid thing.
Yes. It's disturbing to say the least.
Do you know what their capabilities are, at the very least?
I know that that their arms stretch much longer, and can strike foes at a greater distance. I know that they're capable of spitting, from lack of a better term, balls of acid. Beyond that, I'm not sure. They have a taste for flesh. That's really all I know. More recently, I had seen animal carcasses being pulled here. I presume they are having to find food in other places as survivors have made their way out of the city. And I suppose if there are people down there, it is our responsibility to get them out. Assuming they haven't become more of those abominations.
Assuming that's how they're increasing their numbers?
I'm not certain, but I do know that there's more than what started when we first begun our investigations.
Who was the person who scried on this? On the layer with Dad
That was Ezreal. Why are you asking?
Oh, because I was gonna bring up the blue Kool-Aid.
Hey,
I described it.
Ezreal did describe it.
Yeah. I'm guessing the blue Kool-Aid is what they're using to fucking make more members.
What is Kool-Aid?
Oh, it's like this weird concoction. Like you just have this powder and then just put it into water. It's kind of
All right, check it. You ever heard of this thing called Capri Sun?
It was given to us by a very fat man. He kept saying, "Oh yeah."
I think the medieval Kool-Aid man. Yea, verily.
Kool-Aid Man, the Wall Breaker.
I don't even know if that was proper vernacular.
don't know.
He's a 15th level barbarian.
All right.
Instead of siege weapons, they just have him.
Favorite enemy structures.
That is possible, and if they are. You see, Anixeth actually gets a moment of just like, oh god, like almost losing her lunch. If they're feeding it to them, to turn them into these things, we should probably get to move on.
How long do you suspect we have to complete the mission?
Well, if you lure some people away, hopefully, more than a couple hours. If we're going in now, I'd surmise 20 minutes. And ticking.
We should. I'd say since we wasted enough time, we should probably head back, grab your friend, figure out a plan.
It will take a while to get back. You guys, because of the slime, it's been upwards of 2.5 to 3 hours for you guys to get here.
All right, well, that would have stopped polymorph since it only lasts an hour.
No. Flying, you're fine because you're not affected by the slime.
Right, but I cast polymorph once that survival check and finding direction was.
If you're just going, no, because you wouldn't just be going. You could re-up polymorph with one of your own spell slots if you want to.
No.
But
Because it was Dayton's intent that we're going into a fight, and now that this is being brought up, I will go ahead and switch into roleplay mode.
Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me you want to waste the fucking time, talk about plan, and then you get told, well, now there's going to be people put in danger, but now we're just going to wait even longer? Fuck you.
That's rather terse way of saying it, but I mean, if we want to do this now, does anyone have a way of getting in contact with Torvesh?
we look at the sky.
Well, you have to know him, don't you?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Fuck you guys.
It will cost me. I can do it. And she'll cast sending to Torvesh. Alright. He knows at least, and he'll keep himself safe. Alright, well, I mean, if we're doing this, we should do this now. Because are you guys gonna do this now, or are you gonna retreat? Your call.
Why would we retreat? We've come so far.
Retreat.
It's also not clear that we will gain a whole lot by retreating.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay. Let me get a marching order.
Middle.
Middle.
You will hear. You're still not going to ask. Shall I also go in the middle?
Yeah.
All right. I got a fuck ton of miniatures to put on the board, man.
Oh
yeah.
no! Get out.
Front!
What?
On the Bosconator from Wendy's, trademark.
The Wendy's Bosconator.
Yeah.
Dude, that's my favorite burger.
Yeah, it tastes a lot like a crocodile for some reason.
Yeah, that's how Chris is
Dude.
gonna take over the tri-state area.
Alligator, it's so fucking
Are you
good.
gonna take over the entire tri-state area?
Y'all ever had alligator?
No.
Yeah, no, but I hear it tastes like somewhere between chicken and fish.
It's pretty good.
Chiss.
Dude, it tastes like chiss. That
Chiss?
sounds dangerously close to jizz, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Shut
Yes.
up, Eric.
I haven't tried alligator, but it's sort of on the bucket list.
Yeah. They have it in Florida, of course. Since my grandfolks used to live there. I was like, yeah. That's
All right,
awesome.
so because I'm awesome and I'm gonna be a nice guy, I'm gonna give all of these guys nameplates so that way you know who everyone is.
Thank
That's
Christ.
nice.
And specifically, I'm also gonna name all the NPCs, or all the commoners, so that way you'll feel more an emotional attachment to them and be more inclined to save them.
When
Yeah.
they
We're gonna
die,
save
they
James.
get
No,
eaten.
we're leaving James to die.
Everyone except for Keith. Fuck Keith.
All right, so
Fuck
I have
Keith.
1, 2, 3,
I
4,
work with a
5,
Keith.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
My
11,
boss
12.
is a Keith. Fuck Keith.
All right, so I have 12. I have 12 players to put on this board. Let's get so marching order. Okay, so I will ask you guys, how would you like me to arrange the members of the defector group?
Where
That's
would-
up to you, friendo.
No, that's up to you guys. This is your
Where
army.
would they normally go?
I'll tell you all their skill sets. So Fletcher is a gunslinger. Kali and Ash are assassins. NX Seth is an archmage, quote unquote. She's not actually a mage. She's just an NPC that has high level magic. Gaunch is a champion. Virgil is just a Rome member, and Corvix is a golem handler.
So
Ah, yes, my favorite
mostly-
class.
mostly
Some
mid-
guy.
mostly midline and one front line. Nice.
So I'd say me, the champion and golem boy up in the front, followed promptly by the assassins.
Yeah.
All right, so followed by the assassins. All right,
Put
Where's
Dictating
everyone?
in the middle for bardic reasons.
all right. So Dayton. I mean, there's gonna be a step that's gonna happen before this, but I just want to get the marching order in here now. All right. All right. So where do you want? So we have Nathan, Ophelia, Ezreal, NX Seth, Fletcher, and Virgil left.
Midline for me. Archmage, back midish.
All right. I'm gonna copy and paste. This is gonna be Ophelia 2.
Electric boot. You just have one be Aster, one be Ophelia. That's. the
No,
thing.
it's Ophelia and Ophelia 2.
No.
Fuck you.
Dang.
All right, Fletcher. All right, so Goo, Gaunch, Kolvix, Dayton, or Fletcher. Sorry, so Goo, Gaunch, Kolvix. God, there's so many things to keep track of. Then Ash and Kali, and
A
then
billionaire and his
Nathan and
wife.
Fletcher probably in the back, I think. Gunslingers have range. I mean,
oh yeah, they're NX Seth is definitely gonna be in the back. Ophelia 1 and 2.
Virgil probably in the back.
Virgil will be in the middle. Virgil, I mean, he's not very strong. He's commoner. He's common Rome member status. And Ezreal, are you gonna go in the middle as well?
Yeah.
All right.
Common row member. What do you do? I'm a common row member.
I mean, he has enchanted weapons, but he's not very strong. Hey man, I couldn't make all of them good.
No, it's fair.
Yeah, it's fair.
I couldn't make all of them like superhumans.
Couldn't make the one that everyone was surprised lived.
Yeah.
Like,
Tensions, Wizards of the Coast. Make next class some guy.
All right, so as you
Attention,
I
all,
thought his
all
name was
D&D
Ranger.
gamers.
yeah, his name is Ranger. Come on, what is wrong with you? All right, so as all of you approach the sinkhole, and you look down into it, you can hear what sounds like to some of you chanting, but it's almost like all you hear is sounds of hunger, just rhythmically, like groans and strains indicating pains of hunger.
Same.
They'll look over at you. So how are we? So how do we? We just fall into it? Is that how we do this?
Maybe.
Either that or you burn a hole through it. And even then, we already know burning through things ain't exactly gonna work.
Hey, Martin, you want to go first?
Sure.
All right,
All as they may.
so as you line up, you fall forward, splat into the ooze. You're not sinking. You're just laying in ooze.
I will get up and go back.
Are you going back to the group, or are you gonna try again?
Is there an investigation check I can do? See there's some kind of switch or whatever? Magic?
Absolutely,
I will
make an investigation.
check.
Luke, give me the thing.
Me as well.
Pep, good crap.
He can only do it for one.
Don't worry, I got a 19 plus my smartness. 31.
Pep, good crab.
All right.
24.
Fight amongst yourselves over who gets it.
All right. So
But for my amusement.
as you're looking around, no switches, no levers, nothing to indicate it. You recall in a pretty quick instant that Ash did say that these things' compositions were not entirely human.
You've got to be kidding me.
You get the sense you're probably gonna have to dig.
Well, let's get started.
Well, Goo, put that shovel to work.
All right, so for this to work, I need two people. Which two are leading the dig? You can choose
I'll
one of the.
help.
Me,
I have a good
question.
strength.
Yes.
Does it still count as Earth?
No, this is not Earth. This is
Okay.
slime. I know you were trying to mold Earth, but this is slime.
Big time.
All
I
right.
have a shovel.
All right, so sorry, I'm stretching real quick. My legs were getting sore. From
I'll
being
help.
sacrificed.
I have strongy.
Anyway, let me. Sorry, I'll sit back down in a minute. My legs. All
I
right.
just have a high athletics.
All right. So, both of you make athletics checks
Yay!
because you're having to carve out a
Good.
10-foot tunnel essentially
Yay!
for the golem.
Call him to work digging the way.
You can have the golem dig.
Yeah, well, let's have the golem help as well.
I rolled bad. I got a 12.
Ezreal.
Oh.
Do the thing.
20.
All right, so you guys are making some headway. It's one of those situations, Goo, where you dig, and you're like, all right, splish, and as you kind of huck it up, it goes to the top, and then as you look back down, more slime has already taken the place of where you just dug. Ezreal, as you're combing through it, you actually manage to kind of get into a rhythm where you push some slime out of the way and actually hold it to an area long enough that it almost seems to adhere. And then you dig again, hold it, dig again, hold it. And you're managing to actually make some headway down. Would you like the golem to do this next one?
Yes, please.
All right. Well, that's one is the golem. What is the next? Who's the other person doing it?
Bosco.
Bosco?
Dude,
Alright.
he's got a +10 to athletics. Big boy.
All right, we're making an athletics check for him.
Bosco, dig time. Fuck yeah. 23.
23. All right. So with him digging, you watch as Bosco kind of jumps to the front and then dig, 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 dig. Bosco's not the most refined digger, so he's throwing slime on you guys like pretty much with every move. But he's digging fast enough that the slime doesn't have time to reconstitute and take the place of where he is.
Hey, if he gets the job done.
I'd rather fight Bale again, to be perfectly honest with you.
I need one more. I need one more set of athletics checks, and they both have to be successes. Do you want it to be Bosco again?
How far down
Yeah.
at this point is everything?
About 60 feet.
And we have 60 feet left.
You have about another 30 feet left to go. So you guys are definitely going underground at this point. And I will also point out that the slime is reforming on top of you.
Okay, so hear me out. Who has the best athletics check? And
I have a +4. Probably not me.
we should do Bosco again,
Mm-hmm.
and then we should inspire him, and we should give guidance to him.
I already rolled for him. He's fine.
Okay, never mind. Next guy. Who is gonna be?
Who would you like it to be?
I don't really think that you can inspire a golem, so that's not going to happen.
You could
Good
do Gaunch.
guidance it.
You could
Maybe.
guidance Gaunch if you want him to do the digging.
Is Gaunt's the champion?
Gaunch is the champion.
Inspire him, give him guidance, do the thing.
All right.
Guidance. Pat,
And
pat.
plus, I gotta go.
Yep,
I
it's
will.
fine. We're gonna end the session here anyway because I know you had to leave and I know Luke tummy hurty. So, as you guys dig completely, because Gaunch did roll really well, 19 plus his athletics plus everything. As you guys break Earth and make your way into the chamber below, you can see that there is dim light in here. Soft glow is being given off. The ground beneath you is pulsing even harder now, as if you were literally standing on a heart. You hear the chanting become loud and almost omnipresent. And as you push on, in a seemingly set path, slime still dripping from the ceilings and coating the walls and floor, you hear a thing that I have to pull my voice mod up for.
Ooh.
Yay!
You cannot defeat me, favorite you.
I will break the bat!
Or 9.
I think Sushep's the best.
Oh, hang on.
That working?
Hang on. I hit the wrong button.
There we go, we're good now.
Hold on a minute, let me find my voice real quick. Oh.
Here we go.
Googlex is sounding really weird
Line.
right now. I think he's lost it.
Just because of that, I just imagine this is all just a big play, and Juplex is like, he's like, line, and then all of you are just like, "Come on, man! This is the 7th time."
This
You
is the
just read the script.
47th act.
Just read
Jublex,
the script.
Jublex, there's a script. Memorize your lines.
Okay,
You
Sorry.
defied me for the last time, okay? You've defied me for the last time. Just go.
Someone get his teleprompter out.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
All right. Uh-oh. Eric's off to handle some personal matters real quick.
This is brought to you by D&D Beyond. We're not sponsored by D&D Beyond.
Sorry about
we're
that.
brought to you by D&D.
You're fine.
This is
My,
sponsored
my
by
sister
nobody.
my sister
Please,
opened my door
give
and
us
let the
money.
cat in. I had to get the cat out. Anyway. That's where we're gonna leave off for tonight.
You guys at least
Yay!
show us the map before you fuck us.
Nope. You get to see a surprise. You see that as a surprise next time.
Okay.
Hell
Alright.
yeah.
Not gonna buy me
Yo.
dinner, Eric?
Nah, dude. Why would I?
Chris immediately gone.
He had
You
to.
just-
Anyway,
just
we'll
gotta
pick this
roofie
up.
me instead.
Anyway, we're gonna pick this up next week, with the fight against Jublex. And until then, good night, everyone. Check
Good
links.
night, everybody.
Check links. Join
Bye, my
Discord. Check out
fellow
our
S
YouTube.
words.